Okay, guys, we are back on Worm Unlimited for another episode. And if you didn't see it yet, go watch my video for starting over with crude tools. At the end of that, we created this cedar wood pile, which is actually a coal. Um, it's to make coal. And apparently, as it has sat here, my coal making skill has been increasing. Um, In case you couldn't tell, I'm just continuing on, but I wanted to break from that video um, since it was basically done. We're back on the property. I have re-equipped my gear. I've switched out to my iron shovel and iron hatchet, and I did find out how to make a fire without flint and steel. What you need is kindling and a wood scrap. So I've gone ahead and combined a couple of wood scraps and a couple of kindlings just to make sure we had enough. Activate the wood scrap, right click the kindling, create furnaces, campfire. And there's the campfire. So now we can open that up. So there is absolute proof that you do not need, and I don't need the wood scraps or kindlings, we'll just throw them in there. But there's absolute proof that you do not need flint and steel to make a campfire. I also found out that if you need to light your forge, um, take another wood scrap, create the campfire, put the wood scrap, we'll open this back up, put the wood scrap in the fire. And see, it's very warm right now. As soon as it turns hot, you can put it in your forge and it'll light it. Or you might have to activate it and right click on the forge. I'm not 100% certain. I don't have my forge over here. That's still over at the old deed. I will bring it, and in a future video, we'll test that theory and see just how well it works. So, towards the end of the last video, I said that I wanted to get rid of these nuisance um, grape bushes. So I have the hatchet, and we're going to chop these down, and they're pretty quick with an iron hatchet. They are slow as molasses with the crude stone hatchet. Sometimes you gotta chop three. Oh, before I forget, the um, the coal, from what I read up on, said that it will burn for up to 6 days. Examine. Oop. Yeah, still zero damage. Will not start to fade for 10 minutes, 25 seconds. Problem is, it said that a while ago. And here is proof. Um, it's grape bushes. I didn't stop what I was doing. I chopped down a few of the grape bushes. Um, Switched out the gear. Say, right there, 10 minutes, 25 seconds. Zero damage. This was at 6:27. We'll scroll back down. 10 minutes, 25 seconds. This is at 6:45 or 47. So 20 minutes later, and it still says 10 minutes, 25 seconds. It depends on the quality of material you put in, what type of wood logs you put in, that sort of thing. That will determine how long the cedar wood pile or the oaken wood pile or the birch wood pile or whatever will burn for. Apparently, it burns to nothing. So you don't have to move it, you don't have to remove it. Um, it'll actually just turn into a pile of stuff to look like this pile of items. And you'll get ash, could possibly get tar, and charcoal from it. So, that said, um, I have the shovel with me so I can start packing the dirt. Yeah, these are grass tiles. You don't have to dig in order to pack. You have to pack in order to prevent the grass from growing, if that makes sense. Um, you can dig. So this is another grass tile. So I can dig here to turn it into dirt. But that means I got to pick up this dirt, go towards the center of the thing. Actually, I think this one is, oh, that one's not. This is flat. Okay, so let's go, we'll level this one. Nope, some corners can't be modified. Where's it up? One slope up, that's flat. One slope down. Okay, so let's put the dirt in this corner right here. Now this is flat. That's flat. But see that it's just dirt. It's not packed, which means grass will continue to grow. So we pack it. We'll pack this one. Okay. So now we have some packed dirt as a starting point. I'm going to go. I don't know where I'm going to stop the deed at. Let's see. All this is going to get packed, and all the grape bushes are going to get removed. And I'm going to do a speed run on this. There's no point in boring you guys to death, but rest assured, if you are going to play this game, you won't get speed runs. You'll have to do all this stuff yourself. I think, yeah, I'm going to leave the sand where it's at, and I'm going to end the deed, I believe, right here, aligned with the sand. So all this will get cleared out on the first and second tier. Um, yeah, I'll cut down all the bushes and I'll pack all the dirt. We'll do some terraforming later on. Maybe next video, maybe not. I haven't quite decided yet. I know we need to get some mining done. We've got to get the rest of this stuff moved over from the old deed and turn, oh, excuse me, turn this into a new deed. Grab a swig of coffee. Okay. So, yeah, that's what we're going to end up doing. So we'll go back over here. Once I turn this into an actual deed, not just a property, where it's actually officially mine, I should be able to move these, get them out of the way. Should be able to move that other cart. This planter rack. And where did you go? Oh, there you are. The loom right here. That loom. So I should be able to move some stuff around. I'm gonna fix this flooring, but because I really don't like it. I should be able to move this. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can do once it's actually my deed, but right now it's not. So let's get into it, I guess. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got so far. So all the grape bushes have been removed from its lower level, and that's kind of where I'm thinking the boundary may end up being. Here, we'll run it up the hill, um, up to the fourth level, and then obviously all this has been cleared away on this side. I still have to do up here. I mean, there's a lot more still to do, but all this has been cleared away so you can actually see where you're going, what's going on. That was really a black opal. Huh. Okay. Examine. Bears an aura, Ivanora. Hmm. I don't know what it's for, but okay. And then up this far. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the land just yet. I've got to obviously modify it a bit, but I'm not sure if they just, you know what, let's see if that'll level out. It will, which means towards the end they just got lazy. Let's get this one. Oh, need to be standing on level ground. What? Well, I'm a little obsessive compulsive in this department. I'm okay if it's one or two slopes up. Did they ran into a rock in the other corner, huh? We're 7 up. So it's probably that rock there, which means if I come up here, get right in this corner, and we dig, which is number 4. Nope, solid rock. Okay, so that's where that is. That's flat, that's flat, that's flat. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I could spend an entire afternoon just leveling this stuff. We'll save that for another time. It irritates me when somebody leaves something undone. Let's see, is that that's just dirt. Take that one. Take that one. And this should be a pile. Yep. Open, and we're going to drop these ones into it just so it's out of the way. Okay. So yeah, there's a whole lot more still to be done. This was our campfire that we had made. There's literally nothing but ash in here. We're going to take this and we're going to drop it in the bulk storage bin. At this point, as I believe I said in a previous episode, it doesn't really matter to me what the quality level is. I haven't really started to do anything yet. Once I do, then quality is going to matter a little more. Right now, everything's usable. I don't care what it is, unless it's a rare. But you know what? We'll put the opal in here with the emerald. Yeah. Okay. So rare items I try not to use. They're few and far between. Some of them can be used, if not all of them. as sacrifices to your deity. Um, and then other ones are used in specific crafting or to improve a certain item or turn it rare or what have you. There's uses for rare stuff. Um, so while I was at one of my jobs today, I was watching a bunch of videos. I actually got caught up to include today's episode on Old Biddy Gaming. Um, and if you're not familiar with her, she runs on a private Wurm Unlimited server. Um, Sweet gal, love her energy, absolutely love her energy. Um, like me, she doesn't have a whole lot of subscribers, or she's not really doing it for the money aspect. Um, we just enjoy putting out the content. If at some point um, YouTube decides that they need to start paying me for it, fine. But I'm not counting on it. I enjoy putting out the content. I enjoy the games I play. I enjoy being able to share these games with you guys. Um, and she's doing it for the same thing. Um, she's got another series that she's doing as well as Wurm Unlimited, if I can spit it out. She's doing a series called The Infected. I don't own that game, but I've been kind of following along with her. She's today she finally found a spot for a base, and it seems like it's kind of this a very similar thing to Wurm. It's a lot of base building and that sort of thing, crafting. Um, so go check her out. I'll leave it a link in the description. Um, she's a really neat gal. She gives me props on several of her videos, and I've never asked her to do that. Then again, she's never asked me to promote her channel either. I think it's kind of a mutual respect thing, but um, she she's an older gal, and she honestly sounds kind of like my dad's mom, my grandma. She sounds like she's from, I don't know, maybe the Midwest. Um, but I mean, I absolutely love the accent. I love how she plays her games. She seemed every video I've watched so far seems to be very family friendly. Um, so it's okay to let your kids watch her channel and play along and check out her videos. I mean, she does like city building type stuff and um, um, my mind just went blank. She does city building type stuff, and she does these building type games and survival type. Slightly different than me. Um, she mentioned, I don't remember if it was today's episode or yesterday's episode, but um, on how she thinks that I actually like building on mountains. Yeah, kinda. But I would have been really, really happy had this been flat. That would have opened up a whole lot of area that I didn't have to terraform. Um, but the downside to that is I really like mining. I like the blacksmithing. I like weapon crafting and whatnot, and digging for ores, and that's the part that I kind of get into. Um, so I need to have somewhere where there's a rock face, but I'm moving to this location because it's literally right on the water. That's actually ocean out there. This isn't a lake. This is wide open, end of the coast kind of ocean. And where I'm standing right now is probably going to be where I build the dock at to be able to build boats, or ships in a future episode. I still have to go back over there and dig that guy's boat out. Uh, that I'm kind of messed up. I've still got a road over there that I'm trying to put in. I'm gonna probably not run it through here, but I'm probably gonna run it up towards the upper level and then have maybe have a pathway come down this way. But then I've got to take the other end and either go up or go over this way to connect it to a main road because I want it to be a two-lane highway type setup. So eventually I want a Wagoneer in here. I don't know if this server has Wagoneers, um, but I know I can build a Wagoneer station, and I may as well get one built, and then once I get the road put in, and then if somebody else wants to connect with me or whatever, I'm okay with that. But ultimately, this will end up being farmland, pastures for animals. I'm going to build this lower level is probably going to end up being, I'm probably going to have to dump a whole lot of dirt in here to extend it. But this bottom layer is probably going to be the crafting area so that other people can come in and park their boat and sit, head in and just do a little bit of crafting or what have you. Um, Sometimes it's kind of nice to just be able to craft somewhere other than your own deed. You get bored of seeing those same four walls and to just be able to go somewhere else, and even if you're doing the same thing, it's kind of cool. Um, so yeah, there's several trees around, so I got plenty of wood. Um, I'm gonna end up making a sickle. I'm gonna clear out all of the grapes on the property here, as far back as I take it, but I'm gonna leave most of those there so I can harvest those. I may end up clearing out a spot for an orchard off deed, but I'm not sure. Um, I also checked out. I try to stay up to date on the newer videos for Wurm, along with a couple other games that I enjoy. Right now, I'm only doing videos on Wurm. My son's doing videos on other games that he plays, but I try to at least watch the videos that have come out in the last month. And Old Bitty Gaming, I got lucky and I caught the very first episode on the very first day after she'd come back. She was gone for about a year. Um, and now she's back into it, and I managed to be just lucky enough to catch her on that first day. And I sent her a couple of messages in her comments, and she responded pretty quickly. I was having trouble with my recording software, and I was wondering what she was using to see if maybe I just needed to change software or something. I did end up getting it fixed, but yeah. So I mean, she was just super friendly right off the bat. As you can tell, these are just town guards or tower guards, excuse me. I didn't put this tower in here. Somebody else did. Maybe the GM. I don't know. Maybe it's just a random placement. But with them here, I may opt to not have the Spirit Templars. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite decided, but the property will be fenced in. So um, if there are hostels in the area, it'll be tougher for them to get in. Some hostels, I believe trolls, for example, will follow you through unlocked fences or unlocked gates, so be careful. But yeah, so somebody else that I was checking out that's put out some videos in the last couple of weeks or within the last month either way, is Qzar, Quzar. He plays Wurm Online. He doesn't play Wurm Unlimited, from what I was seeing. He's actually on an official server, and Crafty Joe is on Wurm Online as well. Both of those guys put out some pretty good videos. They both got some recent ones, and then uh, one other guy that brand new to me, that I was checking out was I think it's Soren Mark, S0REN Mark. Um, I was listening to his video while I was working, so I didn't get a chance to see a whole lot of what he was doing, but I got to hear what he was doing. Um, and his video was pretty recent. So, for future episodes, if you're a creator and you're putting out new Worm content, maybe it's tutorials, maybe it's just gameplay videos, whatever it is, leave a comment down below. Let me know who you are, and I'll go check your videos out. If they're appropriate for my channel, which I'm pretty sure they should be. There's not a whole lot in Worm that can be inappropriate. I do frown on excessive cussing and what have you. I try to keep my channel family friendly, um, at least my videos. I cannot say that's the case with all of my videos, but I will always put up a disclaimer in the title uh, to warn of explicit language. Some of the games I play are kind of violent and bloody. Um, those types of games may not be so family friendly. But if you're a Worm content creator right now and you're putting out content within the last month or so, or you're planning on putting some out, um, leave a comment down below, and yeah, I'll come check you out, see what you got going, and I will um, I'll definitely let people know that you exist. Even if the content isn't appropriate for my channel, I'll let my viewers know what you got going on. So that is going to be it for this video. I have to pull it into DaVinci to get the speed run done. Um, there was a spot where I went to go get shortly into it, very, very, very quickly into it, um, where I went to go get a drink of water and I fell over the edge, this edge over here. It's, let me see if I can kind of sneak up a little bit. Okay, there you go. You can see the edge. Got the shovel. This is 109 slope. There's no way to climb back up that. Not with my climbing skill. Let's see if can I turn this way? Uh, it's so difficult to angle this right. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. Anyway, the one said that it was 109. So I tried swimming back out, and I was probably right about in this area here, where this tile's at, in the water, and I ended up drowning. I couldn't make it to the edge, or to around this edge to get back to land in time. So I just had it, yep, right where that rock or piece of dirt or whatever it is, right there. That's where I died. Um, so it uh, asked me where I wanted to resurrect. I went back to my deed and then started to run back here and got lost. I am going to keep that in the speed run. Um, feel free to laugh at me. It's perfectly fine. I was laughing the whole time. I couldn't believe I actually got lost. With as many times as I've been here, I was trying a different path. And yeah, I hosed it. So you guys will see me die. You'll see me running from the old property back here. At some point in a future video, I will take the actual road and show you guys the path that I normally take, and why I chose to move, or part of the reason why. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end it. It's getting late, and I have to work tomorrow, so I got to get this video edited and uploaded. Um, I know that Old Biddy Gaming is going to be watching, so shout out to Old Biddy. Darling, you're sweet. You're perfect for this setup. I absolutely love your enthusiasm. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't get discouraged. I know you're not. You're enjoying every last minute of it, and I can tell. Absolutely love your energy. Keep going. For the rest of you, Keep watching the videos if you want. If you have suggestions on what I can do for new content for Worm Unlimited, I'm not playing on Worm Online. I've been to those servers. They're just jam packed with properties and whatnot, and it's really really tough to find a good uh, piece of property. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with Worm Unlimited. This particular server is a little faster for skill gain and action timers, and I'm okay with that. Um, to me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep building whether it's a skill gain and action timer 1, or like this server, skill gain of 7 or 7.5 and action timer of 3. Um, I'm happy right where I'm at. But let me know what kind of things you'd like to see me build, what kind of tutorials you'd like. If I can do them, I will. If not, they'll have to wait for a future episode. But I guarantee you, pretty much every suggestion that you have, if I am able to make it in game, or I'm able to do a tutorial about it in game, I will. Um, it may be a little while until I get my skills up to be able to accomplish what you're asking. But leave your comments down below. Leave questions. I'll try to answer them. Go check out Old Bitty Gaming and Soren Mark, Crafty Joe, and Qzar. Um, as far as I know, we are the only current content creators, and we're all just loving what we do. So until next time, have a good night, and we'll see you in the next video.